girls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alaina, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a full Guild Wars walkthrough tutorial. And of course, before we get started, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss out when I post. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so we are in my friend's plot. We are in Spork's hatch party. But we are going to be doing a full walkthrough tutorial for Guild Wars. I've seen a lot of people struggling, so I'm just gonna help everybody out. And of course, if this video is helpful, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. So first things first with the brawls. They're not too difficult. You know, they're pretty simple. Just the more you participate, the more points you'll earn for your guild and so forth. You'll get that amount of gems. Basically, how Guild Wars works is you complete these missions every week when they reset, and the more points you earn for your guild, the better placement you will have. And guild points are weighted, meaning if your guild has less members, you will earn more points towards your guild because of, you don't have that many members. So for instance, Iron Guild only has 50,000 compared to the 100,000. And basically with that, Iron gets a lot of extra points, my bad. And as we see right here, we have a ton of this, and first, second, and third, depending what place you come in, that's how many gems you'll get. And if you get first, you get the most. Second best, and third, you get the least. But from what I've gathered within my how many Guild Wars has there been? 5? In my 5 Guild Wars, but in my history of, the 5 Guild Wars, we have, concluded that no matter what place you come in, as long as you're doing all of your missions and the brawls, you will be guaranteed to get 250 by the end, meaning you can get a Guild Wars Dragon. And we're going to go through some of these more difficult missions just so everybody can understand it better. So let's start with the first one, being earn 600 points at the Undercity Gem Vault. Right now it is currently glitched, so I don't recommend trying to, do this one because you won't get the points for it and it'll take your money. So I don't recommend doing that. They know it's glitched. They're trying to solve the problem, fix it, and So while they're working on this one, we can move on to the other difficult ones. One being the create 40 elixir in the alchemy factory. A lot of people don't know what elixir is or even where the alchemy is. So I'm going to show you guys. So first we need to leave the plot and we need to head over to the alchemy. So as we see, the alchemy is right here next to the wheel and across from the general store. And to get the elixir, all you need to do is go here, click factory, and these are all of your options. Legendary I don't recommend doing because it's going to take your legendary stuff. Resources or potions or food, don't recommend that. I definitely recommend uncommon or common. So for uncommon we have 34 out of 50. So if we put some of this, we get 1. And you have to do that as many times until you get 40. So you have to keep filling this up. But from what I've gathered, the most efficient way is buying leaves from the general store and then salvaging them. And I think it's only like 60k. And if you think it's worth it to do this method, then you sure can do that. But you're gonna have to go back and forth a couple of times because the max is like 10,000. So you're gonna have to do it a couple of times. And you can decide to spend like 60k, but of course, that's not a very good option if you don't play as much and you don't have enough coins. So you could either do that or you can, go around the map and break these. For resources, you can either do the trees or the rocks. And that brings us to the second mission. Harvest 10 food and resource world deposits. What that means is you need to break all of the trees and all of the rocks a few times. Let me see how many, actually. We need to do this 10 times, 4 times. 10 times 4, basically, which is 40. So, it's not that difficult to do. You just have to stay here for a little bit. And people can help you out with this as well to break these. So, right now we have like 1. And at least by the end of this, you could sell these for coins. Or you can feed them to your dragons, so that's a really good thing. Some people do this in prehistoric world because you will be getting like a lot of like coconuts and stuff like that to sell in the shop. But I just do origins because that's easier for me. Another one that could be difficult is the collect an egg using observatory clues. Some people don't know what the observatory is, and you know what? I don't blame them. Is that Dominic? So basically the observatory is not in Origins, but it's from Grassland all the way to Prehistoric. We're gonna go to Grassland because that is the cheapest one. So I like to save money, so obviously we're gonna be doing that. Of course, you could do the observatory in any world. I'm just choosing Grasslands because that is my cheapest one. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on this mission because it does reset eventually. And the observatory can get pretty expensive. So basically, once you go over here, it should be next to like one of the seasons. And it should say observatory, and it should look like this. And these are in every world. And depending on the world, the more expensive they get. So you just click this, and then it'll tell you like clues. You use your dragon breath, and then it'll lead you to the egg. And I don't think these ones would be that difficult to do, the play for a consecutive hour, minute, or minute. Basically, you just stay in the same server for that amount of time until the countdown goes down. It's not too difficult, but it could be if you lag out. These other ones are pretty self-explanatory. Do the weekly missions, you know, do mobs, do the duels with enemy guild players, defeat a world boss, and so forth. And also, basically, with the brawls, you do the brawls, and at the end, when this countdown goes away, when this brawl ends, you will get the gems. Some people think you're supposed to get the gems automatically. You have to wait until this countdown, you know, runs out and the brawl actually ends. And lastly, the rewards section. I don't think these will restock until the end of Guild Wars, just so, you know, anybody was wondering, at least. And I know it might be a little bit confusing, but I just would rather wait it out, to be honest, because why would I want to spend all of my gems during Guild Wars? I mean, some people do that, which is totally fine. Don't get me wrong. But I usually wait till the end so I could see how many gems I get from all of it. And then I go on a full shopping spree. But you can do whatever you want, to be honest. And yeah, you can spend all of your gems right now if you would like. It doesn't really, you know, affect anything. But I'm just saying it might not restock for you until the end of Guild Wars, because that's usually when the shop will restock itself. But I really hope that this video was helpful. If it was, drop a like, subscribe, comment down below, please, if it was helpful. It might have been a little bit confusing. I'm so sorry if it was. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, my angels!